What's up, guys?
I know you're gonna fucking blooper me on that one.
That'll be the.
Hey, for another shot fired.
Copy, additional shot fired.
Shot fired, shot fired. He's shooting at us.
Suspect shooting at officer.
Suspect down. He's at the base of the stairs. White t-shirt, white male.
All right, what's up, guys? On this video here, I'm gonna talk about a tack vest with a duty belt setup. This can be used in both patrol aspect or in a plainclothes or semi-uniformed aspect. Okay, so this here is the vest that I am running right now. It is a type of vest. It is not necessarily the best vest. It is one that my department provided for me. I like different vests for different reasons. This one's good because it's somewhat easy to put on. I also do like the ones that have clips on the side here and they just flop over. One reason I'm not a big fan of this one is the patch here. It doesn't give you much option to do a bigger patch. And for me, in a plain clothes looking like this most of the time, I want it to be very clear as to who I am when I'm doing enforcement stuff. Obviously on the back is big. I like that size on the front, but this also works. I also have a badge that goes here. You can either put your normal badge on here or a patch, a Velcro patch. Personally, I like just a Velcro patch because I wear my badge on my belt near my gun. So one thing you will notice is, the configuration here. I am left-handed, so this could be completely opposite for you. But the one thing that I have on here that I don't have on my belt that most people with belts, but people with belts have, is their radio. I put mine on my tack vest. I like it there. It's kind of out of the way and it allows me to look down. It's up front center. I can change the channel real quick. I can see what's going on. And I also, it helps the configuration of the wiring of my mic. But going into my mic here, I like a little mic like this. I've had the ones that are the quick connects. They're great for if you have it on your belt. I definitely like that because you can unhook and with wiring things through your vest or through your shirt. This one I prefer now just because it's one less thing that can get popped off, broken, a lot less issues. It's just the way that I look at it. Earpiece obviously, and then the mic's just here. I like the mic somewhat mobile, but I don't want it bouncing around. I can always go to one place and find it. So going on to that, after that, we got the radio, different pouches, different things. I know a lot of people sometimes will use a shorty antenna. I've seen it a lot. I never know where I'm going, and this allows me a little bit more range. And I've dealt with the short mic or the short antenna not working. Flashlight, I just keep it right here. Easy in, easy out. Moving over here, I have just a quick dagger that's doesn't come out, doesn't bounce out, not easy to grab, but it's I know where it's at and I can grab it quickly if someone was going for my gun or something like that. It's not like a utility knife, it's a, hey, emergency knife. I've always carried shears with me. I just like them for multiple different things. Moving to that, I just have basically an admin pouch. In my pouch here, in the front here, I have a Sharpie, I have a pen, and then a handcuff key. Everyone should have at least a pen and a handcuff key, I hope. Inside, I just keep a notepad, and you'll see on my belt, I only carry one handcuff. So in here, I have an extra set of handcuffs. And then being minimalist, I don't like pouches. I just have my tourniquet on a rubber band like thing. I can pull it out quickly. It stays on there good though, and I have it set up the way that I like it. So that's pretty much the vest. But now let's move to the belt. So my belt, I will say that I like my vest to be very minimalist. I don't like it to be bulky, and that's part of the reason that I'm not the biggest fan of this overlap zipper thing, is it just puts a lot of extra fabric that's not necessarily necessary. But we'll just start. Obviously, again, I'm left-handed, so dominant hand is my left hand. So things are probably backwards for most people out there. but maybe there's a left-hander out there who's interested too. So first I go to just my standard handcuff pouch. One handcuff, that's all I have in there. Moving on to the holster. It's just I think pretty standard. A lot of people are running Safariland. I like them. Obviously, if you have optics, there's different ones out there. I do the quick on and off because, like I said, I have different belts for different things. If I have a uniform belt, and in that uniform belt, you know, I don't want to have to buy a whole new holster. It's easier just to have these things and switch them over. So, gun, tack light on it. The belt, I use the Molly type belt. I like this because I don't run keepers. The back is Velcro, and it's very strong Velcro. I've been in scuffles on the ground. I've been in a lot of different situations, and this thing doesn't move around my waist. Again, minimalist, I don't like having a lot of stuff. Backup keys here. I like to have very little keys on it because I don't want the jingle. If I were to have more keys on here other than just my key and my handcuff key, backup handcuff key, I'll put rubber bands around it. So moving on to there, the handcuff key, it's on a quick clip. It moves around. It's nothing that you need to get in an emergency, I hope. OC, I wear just a little tiny one. It gets the job done. I rarely use it. I don't really see me needing it in an emergency situation. I always carry an extra rifle mag. I carry a 20 round because, again, I have this on my waist most of the time, and less weight, better for me, more maneuverable. The 20 mag is good because I have a 30 in my rifle, and if I need a backup, hopefully if I'm at 50 rounds and I'm still needing rounds, it's a different situation. And then I use these open top. If you can see, it's in there. They're tight, they don't fall out. It's the same thing I have with my pistol mags. And again, you can see it's tight. They're not falling out. But they're also easy to pull out, especially when it's tight on your waist. Moving on, obviously I just have a carabiner here. I just have it up front, hooked on here. This allows me to put a number of different things on me. If I have my med pouch and I need to grab it quickly, but I want my hands free, I can clip it on real quick, be ready to go. Also, sometimes I'll just have my gloves on here at all times. They're just clipped on there, ready to go. You never know when you're gonna need your gloves, and makes them easily accessible. The clip, I like these, I think they're called Cobra clips, is what they're called. So they're kind of a little bit stronger than your standard plastic. I like them just because if I'm in a fight, someone's reaching for something, I don't want things coming undone. These aren't coming undone unless you reach in there and pull them apart. Okay, so this is my setup. By no means is this the one and only way of doing things. It is the way that I do it, and I like it. I have made many changes throughout my career to this setup, and I probably will continue to make many changes. So if you do make changes, I think the most important thing that you need to do is you need to train with those. Thanks, and see you guys on the next video.